Yo. Okay. Yes, welcome to the weekly dump special, and it's called the weekly dump special because I haven't done one for 2 weeks, so this is the third week. So special as in it's like a combination of the 3 weeks, and I'll explain why. Simply because I was sick with the bad case of a really bad cold or a flu. Bunch of symptoms I don't want to go on about. So week 1, vacation. Went on vacation for sister's birthday. Vacation was pretty fun. Went on, did activities and all that jazz. It was fun, but it was a bit painful because everyone was getting sick. Because someone got sick and then the sickness spread across the entire family, basically. So that was really cool. Where everybody got sick over vacation. And then once I came back from the vacation, well, I'll tell you what we did on the vacation roughly. Like we just went to this place with sea creatures. I forgot what it's called. I don't do my research when it comes to shit I don't care about. It was pretty cool. We went to Australia Zoo. We went to the markets. Didn't find any good books there. I was gonna try and find a good book at the markets, but there was nothing that I could find worthy, or not worthy, but like just that grabbed my attention based on my rough knowledge on what authors I like and stuff like that. Since I'm only kind of I'm kind of new to getting back into reading again. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, when we came back from the vacation, I was still sick, and the sickness went on for like another week and a half or some shit like that. It sucked. It was mostly coughing, and I'm still coughing a little bit, but that's all I'm doing is coughing every now and then. It's not like constant, like every 30 seconds or something, like last time. Well, not last time, like early in the week. So yeah, I've also finished that book full of short stories, which was a real pain in my opinion. I'm so glad I finished it. But it was such a pain that it kind of burnt me out on reading because I just didn't love reading it. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it, so I was very slow with it, and therefore it's kind of burnt me out on reading. I've read like a dozen pages on the new books that I'm reading, which is in the stack of books that's being my tripod right now. It's a George Orwell book. I forgot what it's called. It's something. It's roughly about a guy that has a cushy job, and then he quits to follow his dream as an author, and then his dream becomes unrealistic as he doesn't make any profit off it, and he has to try and live off the small amount of money he's earning right now from his failed dream slash job as an author. But yeah, what caught me off guard about the book actually was it jumps right into the fact that he's an author now and he's quit his job. I only know about that because my friend told me about the book and told me about it roughly, or he's in the blurb, one of those two. If I didn't read the blurb or I wasn't told by my friend, I would have zero idea that he had a cushy job from the get-go, because it starts with him actually being the author, I think, and like low on money and trying to live his life with this new job of his, with his dream job. But yeah, I think I'll really enjoy it. But yeah, I haven't read enough to actually get fully into it. Only a dozen like pages. There's also a bunch of new games coming out. Xbox has been flawless at this point with their purchase with Bethesda and stuff like that. Xbox has been utilizing Bethesda by using their stuff for Game Pass, and there's also been a bunch of other shit that's going on Game Pass, like Back 4 Blood. Same developers that made Left 4 Dead. I think it was Valve. I'm not 100% sure. Really excited about that. That'll be really fun. Then there's also that sci-fi game that Bethesda are making. I forgot what it's called. That's coming out on Game Pass. I swear there's one other game that hooked my interest. Oh yeah, Halo Infinite is coming out on Game Pass as well. So yeah, awesome. Fucking sick. I wasn't expecting Halo Infinite and the Bethesda game to come out in Game Pass because they're really big games, and I would expect them to like, you know, release like sell them first and then like half a year later put them on Game Pass. But I guess not. Like I feel like they'll lose a lot of money from doing this, but what do I know? I'm not an expert in marketing or anything like that. Well, not marketing. Well, yeah, kind of marketing. But like planning shit like this. Anyway, point is, excited about that. Xbox is doing good. Also, over my vacation, I dabbled in my photography again. Took a lot of pictures, and I posted a bunch within a week. I've still got 2 more posts to go. I posted another one like a week after all my other posts. But yeah, I wouldn't actually mind printing some off and framing them. I think they look really nice, most of them at least. I'm really proud of these photos I've taken over the vacation, okay guys? Leave me be. I took some of them really early in the morning. I took some of them close to the sun setting. Those are the usual times that you get really pretty images of the sun, so what do you expect? My internship wraps up at the end of the month. I still got to do like 30 hours in 2 more days. So I have to put 15 hours of work into those birthdays. Wish me luck, guys. Wish me luck. It should be. It's doable. But yeah. And I'm wasting my time doing this right now because I feel like you guys at least deserve this week's weekly dump, right? This weekly dump special. I'm not gonna wait another week because I'm not sick anymore. I wasn't doing it because I was sick, but yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. I've been watching Fate. I've been watching the Fate anime series. The anime series that is strictly, forbidden. That's been acknowledged as this one anime that you just do not touch. You don't want to watch. It's too confusing. It's just not worth the viewing. But I've been watching a lot of AMVs, and there's a lot of Fate stuff in it, and the animation looks so smooth and beautiful for the action scenes with it, and I just really wanted to watch and at least try it out because of the fact that the animation is done so well. So I did. I watched a few of them. I watched Fate / what is it called? Zero, I think it is. And then I watched Fate / Final Night or something like that, Staying Night or something like that. And I watched them in that order because, well, that's the order that was recommended. I did my research with it. I was looking at it and I went through and I was like, okay, so I have to watch these 2 with that like in that order, right? And then there's also the movies, the 3 movies or something like that that I gotta watch, but I couldn't find them, so I gotta find them through some sort of like Kiss Anime or Go Anime, you know, that stuff. But I'm not too motivated to check them out. But the shows, those 2 seasons were still really good. I really enjoyed watching them. I binged them. The other Fate series are actually alternate universes, I think. They're either alternate universes or they're different periods of time within those universes. So yeah, I'll watch them eventually. But yeah, pretty good animation, interesting story. I'm not a huge fan of the first one that I watched, where like it followed a bunch of different main characters. That kind of put me off. I wasn't really into that. How like I had a bunch of different main characters that you had to follow. But the next season was a lot better. I really enjoyed that one. I thought that one was done really well. I really liked it because it focused on like 1 or 2 main characters, maybe 3. And that was a lot easier to follow. Well, not just that, it's just the fact that I just prefer to have less spread out main characters to try and focus on. It is felt annoying to watch in a way with that. It's just my taste personally, I think. But yeah, and I'll check out the other ones later on in my life. So Bungo Stray Dogs, the anime. I watched the 3rd season. I'm like halfway through the 3rd season. I love it. I love Bungo. At first, when I first watched like the first couple episodes of the 1st season, I wasn't too into it. I was kind of put off by it. But now I'm really liking it. I love its style. I love its aesthetic. I love its animation and art style. Characters. Plot isn't crazy good. I think the plot, when it comes to the plot, what I really love about it is actually in the 2nd season and the 3rd season. In the first half of the 2nd and the 3rd season, they have prequel episodes, and that stuff I'm really enjoying. That's the stuff that's really juicy and I'm loving. It really delves into the Port Mafia and the Port Mafia's past of the other characters and stuff like that, and how they turned out to be who they are now. So yeah, up to the 3rd season, almost finished. I don't know if there'll be a 4th. I'll find out once I finish it, or if I Google it or whatever. But yeah, really enjoying it. I binged all of iCarly. Absolutely decimated it. After I finished Drake and Josh, I decimated iCarly. And I'm glad it finished when it finished, because I was actually getting a bit sick of the characters' routines and jokes, because they were getting a bit old. It could have been just because I was watching them all within a small period of time. But still, I'm glad that it ended when it ended. And then I was like, you know what? I'll check out iCarly Revival. I have my doubts because it doesn't have Sam and it doesn't have Gibby / I don't know the girl's name, but Noah Monk. And Noah Monk's reason is because he has a weak connection with the character, and I don't really see how or why, but I'm not him, so how would I know? Until he actually brings it out into the light, because he's been very brief about it. He's not very open about it. And then Sam has some other stuff that happened in the background, apparently. So yeah, that's a thing. Thing is, I checked it out, watched like the first 4 eps, and I'm gonna say I don't hate it. It's not bad. It's not as good as the first one, obviously, but it's still not bad. Like, I probably will continue watching it and enjoy it. And it's probably because it's not a good show. It's not a bad show, but it's not a good show. But it's also because of the fact that I have a connection with these characters. And the new characters that they added in to the show actually aren't bad. They don't feel like they don't fit into the show. They actually fit pretty well on it. So yeah, I'll probably keep on watching it. Next thing is Chainsaw Man. The trailer came out recently. I think it was today or something. So I'm really excited about the show because the fucking trailer looks so fucking good. Mappa went all out with Chainsaw Man. They went all out with Jujutsu Kaisen and Chainsaw Man. I don't know what they're doing with fucking Attack on Titan with all that CGI. Pissing me off. I hope they probably won't, but I hope that they change it in part 2 of the final season. Because the action scenes just don't look good. Oh, battery's about to die. Action scenes just don't look good when they're CGI. Okay, I've already talked about this, but straight up, that's all I'm going to say. Last topic, bunch of movies I've installed and I'm going to watch. Like, there's one called Fried Barry, which is about an alien that hosts a human body, and it's a human that's like a drug addict, and he goes around the city and he does the drug addict shit. It's weird and it looks funny, and it's apparently like a horror comedy shit thing. Weird. I don't know. I really want to watch it. I got a bunch of other old horrors. I've also got like a a bunch of other shows to watch that I've got, and I kind of want to check them all out with my friends. So yeah, excited about that. Anyway, I was going to talk about that in more depth, but since my battery's about to die, that's it. Thank you guys for listening. Why am I saying that? This is not show and tell. See you guys later. See you guys next week. Jeez.